Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains some basics of hydraulics. So on page 326 in the purple physics textbook here in class, get that out and look at the picture. One of the things that's always the case with hydraulics is the pressure is equal to the force divided by the area. That works with anything for pressure. So in the system of fluids, the pressure is the same throughout the liquid, as long as we're talking about the same liquid heights. So if we need to lift a 3,000 Newton vehicle on a cylinder with an area of 40 square centimeters, how much force do we need to apply to a cylinder with an area of 8 square centimeters? Let's talk about that force a little bit first. That force equals mass times acceleration, and that equals 3,000. And we also know that that is the mass times an acceleration of 10. So the mass would actually be a 300 kilogram mass to make a 3,000 Newton vehicle. But just so you know where the mass comes from, or where the force is coming from, it's coming from the mass being accelerated by gravity downward. Okay, so we know that the pressure is equal to the force over the area. And the pressure is the same on the other side, and that's equal to the force over the area. So to solve for the unknown force, we just have to multiply both sides by 8 square centimeters. So 8 times 3,000 is 24,000 divided by 40. Oh, I gotta put my square centimeter units to show that the units cancel. 24,000 divided by 40. One set of zeros on the end cancel. 24 divided by 4 is 6, so 2400 divided by 4 is 600 newtons. So 600 newtons can be supplied with a 60 kilogram mass. So 60 kilograms on one side can lift 300 kilograms on the other side. Does that make sense? So that's 60 times 5 would be 300. So we think there's a factor of 5 there. Well, yeah, there's a factor of 5 in the areas. So that makes sense. Now, as you practice these ones in the textbook, do problem number 1 on 327. The answer is in the back of the book, so you can check and make sure you're doing it right. The trick there is when we're talking about, they might tell you the diameter. Well, when we're talking about the area of something that's round, it's equal to pi times the radius squared. The radius is halfway across the circle. The diameter is all the way across. So the diameter is equal to twice what the radius is. So solving this thing for r, so r equals the diameter over 2. So just be careful. When you figure out what the area is, you need to take half the diameter before you square it. So on the problem example we did, we tell you the area. In the book, they say what the diameter is, and you have to calculate the area. Anyways, on page 344, there's another problem, problem number 18. The answer to check your work is 14 newtons, rounded.